In the early days of the Silla kingdom, when history and myth still walked side by side, there lived a woman whose courage shaped two unforgettable stories. Her name was Lady Suro, remembered not for politics or war, but for the moments when her devotion and bravery were tested by both mountain and by the sea. Before we get into the story of when the sea tried to claim her, Lady Suro had faced another test, one quieter but just as revealing. Traveling through the mountains of Silla, she and her husband spotted a single flower blooming high on a steep cliff. It was bright, delicate, radiant, and impossibly out of reach. Her husband, Yeon-ryeo, perhaps teasing, perhaps testing her devotion, told her, "If you truly love me, bring me that flower." The cliff was dangerous. The fall would have been fatal. But Lady Suro didn't hesitate. She climbed the mountainside, gripping stone and root, inching toward the bloom. When she reached it, she plucked the flower and returned with it in her hand, breathless but smiling. The Samguk Yusa says her husband was struck with shame and awe at the same time. In that moment, he understood her devotion was deeper than the mountains themselves. And now we come to perhaps the most famous story about Lady Suro. So later, on a diplomatic journey toward the East Sea, Lady Suro's courage would be tested again, this time by forces far beyond human reach. As they approached the shoreline, the waves began to rise unnaturally, as if something beneath the water had awakened. When Lady Suro stepped near the water, massive waves surged forward and pulled her into the sea. Her husband and attendants screamed her name, but she vanished beneath the surface. In the legend, she was taken to the palace of the Dragon King of the East Sea, who demanded she become his bride. Yeon-ryeo refused to accept her fate. He sought help from a wandering Buddhist monk, who gave him a magical drum and told him to beat it at the shoreline. The Samguk Yusa says the sea trembled. The Dragon King rose from the waves, furious, but the drum's sound forced him to release Lady Suro. She emerged from the water alive, unharmed, and forever changed. Lady Suro's stories survive because they sit at the crossroads of devotion, danger, and the supernatural. On the mountainside, she risked her life for love. In the sea, she was claimed by a god and rescued by faith and determination. And like many women in early Korean history, she lives on in the space between myth and memory. In telling her story, we bring her back to shore and let her stand where history, real history, forgot to write her name. This is her legacy. This is her story. This has been Herstory, Korea. Thank you so much for watching. Please give the video a like and consider subscribing so you never miss another episode. If there is a particular woman in Korean history that you would like to hear a story about, please leave it below down in the comments. Thank you again, and until next time, keep digging deeper into the past.